Please welcome, as I proudly hand over the reins to my friend, my colleague, and one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Ladies and gentlemen, MBA's 2017 chairman, Mr. Rodrigo Lopez.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. It has been a true pleasure serving with you. Your passion for customer service and your leadership has truly transformed our industry. And no one will ever be able to match your skills in spontaneous shake the chandelier singing. I would also like to congratulate my fellow officers, Chairman-elect Dave Motley and Vice Chairman Chris George. I look forward to serving with you. And guys, we are at the start of a road paved with tremendous opportunities. Thank you, Dave Stevens, and the entire MBA team. Your dedication and service to our industry and the communities we serve is undeniable. We know you as colleagues and friends, but most important, as the staff of the most cutting-edge professional association serving all aspects of our industry. Let's hear it for the MBA staff and Dave Stevens. And thank you to my family and friends for being here. Your support means the world to me. Thank you. Wow, isn't it great to be in Boston with its revolutionary history, prestigious education and cultural institutions, its sports heroes and legacies, and of course, what a better place to be in October, but in the midst of beautiful New England, surrounded by more than 4,500 mortgage bankers. Today, I stand before you ready and excited to serve as your 2017 MBA chairman. With great appreciation for our industry and the communities we serve, I want to thank you for this incredible opportunity. Like many of you, my passion for our industry is derived from helping others achieve their dreams of providing for their families, contributing to the communities, and growing their businesses. We work every day to make these dreams come true. Together, we have made progress, but we can do more. In the past decade, the housing industry has experienced dramatic changes while creating a safer atmosphere for consumers. It has also presented some challenges to the dream of an affordable home or owning and growing a business. Change brings challenge, but with challenge comes opportunity. Working together, we have the means and opportunity to advance real estate finance in America to the benefit of our industry, the economy, and consumers. It will take time, effort, commitment, and intentional focus in 3 areas. First, affordable housing, access to credit, GSE reform, and a balanced regulatory environment. Second, transformational technology. And third, achieving meaningful diversity in our industry. Over the next year, you will hear me frequently talk about these 3 issues. Please allow me to give you a preview here today. First, whether it is owned or rented, every family in the United States should have access to a safe and affordable home. Today, the economy has regained its footing after the Great Recession. We're at full employment, which should stimulate meaningful wage growth. However, homeownership in the United States is at the lowest level in more than 50 years. Current home rental data is not any better. Although we are constructing nearly 400,000 new rental units per year, only a small subset of these units will be affordable to lower-income households. The combination of stagnant incomes and rising rents has resulted in almost 40% increase in renter households who spend more than a third of their incomes on housing. For some, rent approaches nearly half of their incomes, an unacceptable statistic under any circumstance. The greatest impact is on low-income working families who can least afford it, forcing them to make difficult trade-offs with other necessities. This is not the American dream. We have an opportunity to improve access to credit, being mindful of the need to balance new regulation with innovation and responsible adjustments to the housing system. And how appropriate as we gather in the cradle of American liberty that I stand before you calling for a housing finance revolution. Consumers deserve, and the economy requires, a reliable, consistent, and effective housing market. We need a single, holistic housing strategy that harmonizes, preserves, and enhances the policies that work while improving those programs that are failing too many families today. This revolution should be agnostic toward rental versus ownership, so long as the outcome is housing that is safe and affordable. All our nation's housing needs lie along a single continuum that includes both single-family and multifamily, and incorporates rental and home ownership, government and private capital. We should utilize and fully fund direct subsidies to develop, rehabilitate, and preserve affordable housing units for the lowest income households and special needs groups. With a new Congress and a new administration, next year we have a real opportunity to change the housing finance system, to create a level playing field, one that primarily works for consumers, but works well for lenders, regardless of business size or business model. Earlier this year, MBA created the task force for a future secondary mortgage market, whose objective is to develop a proposal that will address the future of the secondary mortgage market, and in particular, an end-state model that can fulfill an affordable housing mission while reducing risks to the taxpayers. Over the past 4 years, MBA has repeatedly called for reform that preserves as much of the GSE's infrastructure as possible. And as chair of the task force, I can assure you that we are mindful of this imperative. We must achieve secondary mortgage market that is guided by our core principles, maintaining a bright line between primary and secondary markets, preserving a deep and robust TBA market for the 30-year fixed-rate prepayable single-family mortgage, maintaining a functioning long-term mortgage finance market for multifamily rental housing, including an explicit government guarantee to attract global capital and preserve liquidity during times of economic stress, providing strong and transparent regulation and corporate governance that provides both direct access and level playing field for lenders of all sizes and business models. And finally, private capital should assume most of the risk, not the taxpayers. You will hear more about how we view these options to move forward in the coming months as we work toward a formal proposal in 2017. So first and foremost, let us make housing finance reform an essential economic growth opportunity for families, our industry, and our country. Next, technology presents a new frontier of opportunity for real estate finance. We need to be poised and ready to take the necessary steps in strategic innovation or technology disruption. This is the era when people expect information instantly in the palm of their hand, whether they're talking about outreach to home buyers, business intelligence solutions for commercial lenders, or attracting new employees. Clara Shih, the founder and CEO of Hearsay Social, who spoke at this convention yesterday, suggests that companies especially those that have traditionally lacked digital touchpoints or have low interaction frequency with their customers, need to rethink their business practices and even their business models to adapt to the age of constant digital connectivity and influence. By embracing new technologies, we have opportunity for tremendous growth. We can achieve greater efficiency in operations and regulatory compliance, but there's much more. New technologies will help us attract and communicate with more customers, but also a new generation of employees. Today, 1 in 4 workers in the United States are millennials. Adopting relevant technology to attract this rapidly growing segment of our population will improve customer service and our business operations and help us retain and attract good and creative employees. This is where Bill Emerson's characterization of Quicken Loans truly resonates. Quote, "A technology company that happens to do mortgages." Over time, everyone in our industry must adopt this mindset. To survive and grow in today's complex regulatory environment, technology must be an integral part of every real estate leader's strategic plan. It is exciting to think with a mindset of what could be, rather than one based on what has been. Technology is this transformational engine that will drive this change. Finally, there's another opportunity that touches everyone in this room: diversity and inclusion. The face of America is evolving. Over the next decade, there will be 16 million new households in the United States. Today's minorities will become the majority. The millennial generation proportionally has the largest share of immigrants. It is essential that we view these demographic changes as positive opportunities. For example, according to the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, Hispanics were the only ethnic group to show growth in homeownership units in the United States in 2015. To benefit this evolution and take advantage of these opportunities, we must be inclusive in every aspect of our businesses. We need to move beyond standard business practices and develop diversity management strategies with dedicated recruiting, mentoring, and leadership programs. Building a culture of inclusion and diversity in our companies brings more strategic vision to our business plans. A diverse and inclusive workforce allows for better decision-making, providing leadership with alternative perspectives. Cultural diversity leads to broader ideas and greater success. Diversity is not only good for racial and ethnic minorities, but all employees derive benefits from being part of an inclusive workforce. And a good, strong workforce is better positioned to serve our rapidly changing and diverse consumer base. Diversity happens as the fabric of the we begins to change such that we become less focused on our differences. Rather, we focus on the goals we share and begin to realize we are stronger and better as we live, work, and play together. Finally, I have one very important and personal initiative to share: giving to and supporting our communities. MBA Open Doors Foundation has become a favorite charity of Mary and me. It provides us, as an industry, the opportunity to support families with critical ill children. Tomorrow morning, a dear friend and former chairman of the MBA, Deb Still, who, by the way, I happened to skip and did not mention her name when I was thanking former officers, so thanks, Deb. So Tomorrow morning, Deb will provide an update on the foundation's progress and announce the Community Champion Award winners. This is one of those opportunities where our industry can truly make a difference. Allow me to leave one last thought. When you drive a car, the rearview mirror is small, but the windshield is wide open. As an industry, where we have been is important. We do not want to forget the lessons we have learned and the progress we have made in the recent past, but the important work is in the opportunities that lie ahead. With a new administration and a new Congress, we have an incredible opportunity to revolutionize real estate finance in America. Together, we can create a housing finance system that provides access to credit for those who need it and supports affordable housing, rented or owned. Through transformational technology, we can innovate and revolutionize the consumer experience. And we can improve our customer service and grow our businesses by becoming the most culturally diverse and inclusive industry in the United States. I look forward to serving as your 2017 chairman to accomplish these goals. I look forward to work with all industry stakeholders, consumer advocates, policymakers, legislators, and regulators to steer the real estate finance to a prosperous future for consumers and industry participants. But most of all, I'm eager to listen and learn from you. Together, we can make the American dream a dream come true for many more deserving families in this great country, the United States of America. Thank you.